Hey everyone, it's Justin, also known as Saronian. Okay, here's the thing. For my mentality for the longest time when I think about Donald Trump and the 2016 election is this: if I had to, as a GM, if I had to break down Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump as players, right off the bat, I'll start with Donald Trump first. He is your min-maxing, power gaming, just wants the story to be about him, which, that happens. I mean, there's some players that are like that. Some players are good, some players are not so good, some are team players, some are not. And it'll be that he would max out charisma. I made the comment before that he's very charismatic. He's also very, well, not so much, he's charismatic, intimidating. He likes to get under your skin. He basically likes to be deceive you, so it's like that charisma. It's that sneakiness that as a businessman, that's what he does. Okay. The fact that he's willing to use the rules against you too, but he also understands that he has to be able to work with others, especially you're a player in a game, so you have to work with a GM. Okay, if you don't have the GM, you don't have a story. If you don't have other players, you can easily have issues. Okay, this is a guy that is basically wants to be the star of the show, or at least be as close to the star as possible. And you can say that he would max out charisma. He would max out the mental stats. So decent intelligence, decent wisdom, high charisma, because skill points are life, and you need to be able to do wisdom checks. Probably decent constitution, maybe even a decent, I don't know about strength and agility being necessary for him, but I can see it where he takes agility as well too, because one of the classic things, especially over the last few months, really has been that yes, Donald Trump has gaffes. Yes, he will gladly say something that will damage people's perspective of him, but then winds up damaging his opponents too. Key example would be the Squad, and that's a key point right there. He is very much the Bard. He is more than willing to work with other people and tell them, he's willing to work with the GM. He's willing to be the part of the story, the hero of the story. The other thing too is that I can also see him being not just the power gamer, but he's also the type of player where the game will always be at his place. And it's not because the other places are, bad or whatever. He likes to show off. He's the type of player that would gladly go out, and you can take this as bribery or whatever, would go out and buy the GM the newest book. Okay, especially even if it doesn't help him out, he'll go and buy it. It's like, hey GM, here's a book. Here's something for the magic of the realm that you're using, or a setting book, or something else along that line. Something that will be good. He's also the type of person where, when it comes to snacks and everything, food at the table, he's not I'm here for 3 hours and we're going to game. I can see him being like, we're going to game here for like 5, 6, 7 hours, and we're going to have food. Chinese, pizza, hamburgers, whatever. And I can see him be the guy that would order that. Okay, he's the guy that would host it. As a GM, he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't enjoy it. He's like, it's okay, but I don't enjoy it because of various reasons. He enjoys being entertained, and for a lot of players that can be a problem if it rubs off on them the wrong way. That being said, he's also the type of player where, and he will build the type of character where he can easily use his influence, use his resources to smooth things over. If the fighter player gets into a bar fight, he'll be the one to talk the constable down. If the wizard or the main magic user needs to acquire a spell, he's the one that will work with the market to try to get it. I can see him easily being the player that will gladly donate a significant percentage of the money to, say, other organizations, especially religious ones too. I can see him also being the one that would gladly try and say, okay, I'm going to invest my resources into the local economy. I want to see a return on investment. I want to, he's the type of person that can easily bog everything down in minutia, but it'll make it a lot more. You're not gonna have the murder hobo. He is not the murder hobo type of player. He wants to be charismatic. He wants to be just clear cut. He wants to be the type of he's the type of player that has a plan and he wants to make it good. He wants a good story. He wants to be entertained. He's also the person that a lot of GMs would probably say that he will gladly tank your economy just because you allow him. And it's like that. I mean, that's something that should be brought up. I mean, at the end of the day, this is something that bothered me for a long time. And it's like, dude, this is the president. Now, some people are going to say, well, I don't like min-maxers. I don't like power gamers. Well, okay, what do we have as far as Hillary Clinton? Hillary Clinton is a rules lawyer. Now, for those who don't know what that means, rules lawyers are people who will argue that you can't do something because of XYZ. It's in the rules. You can't do it. 2 hours later, she'll try to do the same thing, and she'll argue via the same rules that she's allowed to do it, what you can't. And it's not good. I mean, she's the type of person that will gladly try to play party politics. She will gladly try to ruin the experience. She will gladly, try to make it where, yeah, she wins. She wants to make it a competitive game when RPGs are supposed to be cooperative to a degree. Is there a competitiveness add to it? Yes, but normally it's cooperative. You're trying to build a story. There's a plot. And for me, Hillary Clinton, she basically says that she's a hero and all the enemies should bow to her and give up and leave, and it doesn't feel that way. It ultimately feels disgusting. It feels bad. It feels, you lose out on so much, and you wind up just losing so much time and energy with her. She's the type of person that will show up expecting you to feed her. She's the person that will show up expecting, there's a common decorum about, hey, make sure your place is clean if you're going to have guests over. But she's going to be the one that's going to be trying to say, oh, this place is tacky. You need to do this. You need to do that. She's going to critique your place. She's going to complain about what books are allowed, what books are not allowed, just for the sake of complaining. She's the type of player that would she'd be a toxic gamer. She's the type of player where, she would try to run roughshod over other players and all, and then when things don't go her way or they go badly, she wants to blame them and not, was it her fault? And that's the big kicker. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, if I had to choose between a min-maxing Donald Trump who wants to make charisma his go-to stat and make it where he's the star of the show, but he's enough of a player where he's willing to work with me, versus Hillary Clinton's power gaming rules lawyer who wants to argue over everything and turn it into a giant debate that winds up just driving a GM off the wall. You might as well just say it. You might as well just say, I'll take Donald Trump and leave out Hillary Clinton. Now, some people ask, who did I vote for in 2016? I voted for Johnson. I didn't like Trump. I didn't like Clinton. Okay? But since that time and all, it's like, dude, we got, here's a banana pill. Donald Trump slips on it, falls, and as he falls, actually he uses it as a springboard to do a backflip. That's one of the reasons I said he probably maxed out. He probably has a decent dexterity as well too, just so that when he does his banana trick, it's just, oh, I'm doing a backflip. He does a double backflip. He does a triple backflip. It's like, dude. Okay, first time, cool. Second time, this is like, okay, he is the Teflon Don, and that's what comes out. This impeachment stuff, you know, unethical, sure, but dude, if what I'm hearing is correct, the impeachment has been that sword that is damaging the Democrats. It's basically, they dropped a grenade right in front of themselves, thinking that Donald Trump's in the blast radius, and he's not. Okay, you have Democrats saying that supported the impeachment that are now backing away, and they're saying that, look, dude, they're being told by their constituents that if they vote for impeachment, they might as well not run for re-election. And that's what it comes down to. You have a bunch of moderate areas where they're saying, look, we sent you to Washington to get healthcare reform done, prescription meds taken care of, these trade deals going through, and you want to spend a year on investigations, and you want to impeach the president for what again? An unethical request. I mean, I get it. We have the whole Bill Clinton standard, which is, him being pleased in the Oval Office, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, give me something better. Give me something that says that, okay, if he gets removed, I feel good that he gets removed. As in, it's like, dude, you did something wrong. You did something that is criminal. As is, dude, he asked the president of Ukraine to do the right thing, that you would consider a favor if they investigated this corruption case, especially with Burisma. And he never mentioned the Bidens. He never mentioned, going after them. It's like, dude, this is bad. Democrats spent their entire load on impeachment over Ukraine, and it's like, dude, you could have done so much better. And if Orange Man's bad, then what about the other candidates you're running? Because if you want me to judge Donald Trump by your standards, Democrats, I'm going to judge your candidates by those standards too. Which means Joe Biden, he's out. Elizabeth Warren, Biden, he's out. Elizabeth Warren, she's out. Kamala Harris, well, she's already gone, but that's, whatever. Let's see. Bernie Sanders, yeah, I don't want him in charge. Anyway, this is Justin Saronian. Y'all have a good day now, and yeah, this is just my take on President Trump, and, hey, let's face it, he's not a great player. He's not the best, but then again, when have we ever been the best? Y'all have a good day now. Thank you for watching. Bye.